sitting right here.
You sit right here. Yep. Oh. All right. Friday Night Smackdown. I'm G13.
And I'm K13.
There we go. All right, to start off SmackDown, we had the contract signing for the Royal Rumble 4-way match. AJ Styles comes out first.
Then LA Knight. Then Randy Orton.
Then I Am Paul Heyman comes out and says Roman Reigns won't sign. And then what did Aldis say?
Well, he says Roman Reigns won't sign this evening. He said that. He didn't say Roman will never sign. He said Roman won't sign
this evening. But then Aldis said if he doesn't sign this evening,
it's going to be a fatal three-way.
It's going to be a three-way triple threat match for the vacant title. Because if Reigns doesn't sign tonight, he vacates the title.
What's vacate mean?
Gotta give it up.
Oh, cool.
And then, I mean, it was a good little start. I mean, nothing too exciting other than Reigns not being there, Paul Heyman coming out. And then for our first match of the night, we had Carlito and the LWO, Cruz del Toro and Joaquin Wilde versus Santos Escobar, Angel, and Humberto. Anything you want to say about this match? No. I mean, one thing that I liked was Carlito had a spine buster, but I'm going to call it a power spine buster. Because I think it was Humberto. He grabbed him and threw him up in the air, and as he's coming back down, he grabbed him again. And then did a spine buster.
I had a sign of the night, and I forgot it.
Okay, it's fine. Well, we're not there yet. We're not there yet. We're not there yet.
Can I say it?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to do sign of the night now, yeah.
Randy Orton, RKO me.
RKO me. Yep, I didn't have a sign of the night. I didn't really see. The signs have been letting me down recently. I haven't seen no good signs there.
SmackDown has been slow for the past couple
It has been.
I feel like it's building up to Royal
At the end, it does. And then after, Escobar tagged in without Carlito knowing and got him from behind and pinned him for the win. So Santos and his minions end up winning. Then after that, we had Pretty Deadly versus Butch and Tyler Bate.
Didn't really pay attention to the match.
We chanted Tyler Bates like, Tyler Bates. And then, I mean, we tried to have fun with that. Anyways, Butch and Tyler Bates won.
We don't like Pretty Deadly.
Yeah, Pretty Deadly gets on my nerves too. After that, we had the KO show with Logan Paul.
I feel like this is going to be called, like, Skip somewhere. Like the KO show.
Yeah.
I said this last week.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. But as Logan Paul's coming out, he gets booed.
Boo!
KO takes off his cast. Logan Paul thinks he can one-punch KO. He punches him. KO gets back up. And then they scuffle or whatever. Then Logan Paul goes after the uncasted hand, the broken hand of KO, slaps it against the post, and then the steel stairs. And then pretty much cut away after that. And then we go to the women's tag team title match, which is Katana Chance and Kaden Carter versus Alba Fire and Isla Dawn from Unholy Union.
Unholy Reunion.
Yeah. And then Damage Control was ringside. Because
Bailey was the one that had the mic.
Right. They're going to end up getting the tag team title shot from Asuka and who's the other one that was up there with her?
Maxine Dupree?
No.
We never remember Maxine.
See, what you do now. Who was the other member that was up there with Asuka? It wasn't Io. Was it Kairi Sane?
Kairi Sane.
Okay.
Well,
so I think next week they get Next week they get a chance at a tag team title. I know it was a slow SmackDown. It just, I don't know. The beginning was kind of slow, but it kind of got your attention. Then it was just through the whole thing was just like, come on, do something. Some of the promos are okay. I really didn't write down the promos. One of the promos we had was a Bloodline promo.
At the very beginning.
Was that
I've never seen a promo like at the very beginning.
Right.
Right when they start, they did a promo.
It was Roman Reigns talking about he wants business taken care of. Playing with that. You probably need to, you probably need to stop wearing that. It's too low for you. But he says business ain't been taken care of, and Solo says it's on me. It's his fault. Roman kind of makes fun of Jimmy, like no yeet, audibles, hot route. You're the backup quarterback. You're not getting nothing done.
This wasn't at the very beginning.
What
the
was
very
it?
beginning one was Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman walking through like the big thing, and then Solo and Jimmy waiting on the other side. Then they have a little chit chat. That was the beginning one. You were playing games, so.
So after the tag team match, the women's tag team title match, we had LA Knight versus AJ Styles. It was a slower match. But Jimmy Uso comes out to distract. But he wasn't the real distraction. Solo comes out of the crowd and hits LA Knight with a solo spike from behind. And then he hits AJ Styles with a solo spike, and the match is called off.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, for interference. And then he calls out Randy Orton. It's time for them to go to the main event. Solo Sikoa and Randy Orton. This is where it gets good. Solo dominates a lot in this match. Randy, it's Randy Orton. In a real fight, I see Randy just mowing down Solo. But I mean, they gotta make it interesting. Jimmy comes out.
LA Knight attacks.
Jimmy from behind, and as Jimmy
Roman Reigns comes in.
And then as Jimmy is retreating, he meets AJ Styles, and AJ Styles gives him a phenomenal forearm. Because Randy is watching what's going down in the aisleway between LA Knight, AJ Styles, and Jimmy. Solo tries to come from behind and gives him a solo spike. But when he turns around for the solo spike, what happens? RKO. And for the pin, the win. Solo wins. Then LA and AJ and Randy are all in the ring. LA decks AJ. And then Randy gives an RKO to
LA Knight.
Yeah. And then hits AJ with an RKO. And then out of nowhere, from the crowd, flies in the ring, gives a Superman punch to Randy Orton is Roman Reigns.
Call
Roman Reigns. And then we see Aldis is standing there, and he hands Roman Reigns the contract, and Roman signs it. And then as he's handing it to Aldis, he drops it on the ground. And then he gets in the corner and is measuring up Randy Orton for a spear. And as he goes to Randy Orton to spear him, RKO.
I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself.
You are. You're excited. It's fine.
This is kind of the best ones.
And then Randy grabs the contract from Aldis, opens it up and put it in front of Roman Reigns' face and points at it as Roman's laying on the ground. And then I hear voices in my head hits.
Cut.
And then cut.
No.
That was Smackdown.
I kind of like the friction that's going on with Bloodline and Randy Orton, AJ Styles, and
LA Knight. Damage Control. They're kind of like, they like Bayley, but they don't listen to anything she says, but they want them to help.
I'm upset that Bianca was.
We didn't see Bianca. No.
I was upset.
Nope.
Wait, isn't she out? Didn't she get hurt?
No, Charlotte Flair's hurt.
Oh, that's right.
And there's some news today that I saw. Seth Rollins has an MCL and a partial meniscus tear. That is a 2-month injury.
So he's gone for 2 months.
So, I mean, he could make it back. Yeah, Seth Rollins.
Oh.
I mean, if it's legit. I mean, some of the bigger news companies are reporting that he does have a torn MCL and torn meniscus. And then we saw on Smackdown today that Rollins is going to be on Raw for a special announcement about his future. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's going to get dicey because we're going into WrestleMania. We got Royal Rumble coming up.
We got SummerSlam.
That's later on, though.
I know.
That's after WrestleMania.
I'm saying we got a bunch.
Yeah, for the year. Yep. So we're just going to see what happens with Seth.
Also,
that's going to mess up a whole bunch of storylines if you can't wrestle up to WrestleMania.
Another announcement.
Yeah.
In 8 days. Yeah, 8 days is my YouTube anniversary.
Yeah.
I started from 8 days from now, I started my YouTube channel.
Cool.
My first year.
Yep.
till 0 year old.
Is that all you got?
That's all I got.
All right.
All right, peace, guys.